phone is awesome. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the Red Magic 5G. Basically, we're going to be covering the design, the display, the speakers, the price, the functions, the performance, speed, basically everything about this phone. But before we start, if you're new here, my name is Paul, and on this channel I do basically anything tech. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, press the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified every single time I drop a new video. So out of the box, the phone looks so cool. It screams gamers out of the box. It has a reflective back with an X logo stamped on it. It also has Red Magic written at the center of the phone. Both the Red Magic and the X logo can glow in the dark depending on what settings you want. I turned mine on because I can. Because it looks so cool in the dark. On one of the side, you're gonna find your shoulder buttons. This can be used to map a function in a game. I'm gonna show you in a second. Also, you're gonna find an exit fan. Actually, this is on both sides of the phone. Also, you're gonna find your volume button and your power button on the same side. And below, you're gonna find your speaker, your USB-C port, and your SIM tray. And on the other side, you're gonna find a port. This port is actually used for some accessories. You're gonna find that on their website. This is the exit fan on the other side. Finally, you're gonna find your game switch. And at the top, you're gonna find your 3.5mm headphone jack. You don't find too many of these bad boys around. The phone has a fingerprint scanner, which is actually very fast. Out of the box, the phone runs on Android 10, which is more like stock Android to me. I really love the interface of this phone. Simple, not complicated. The only thing I would say I don't really like about the interface of this phone is actually the gestures, moving from one app to another. It's not really smooth like the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now let's talk about the display on this phone. Actually, I love the display on this phone. Like, compared to my iPhone 11 Pro Max, if I was asked to choose, I'm still gonna pick this. Not in terms of brightness though. The iPhone 11 Pro Max is still way brighter than this. I mean, this one is not terrible, but in terms of color contrast and color sharpness, for some reason, I'm gonna pick the Red Magic 5G. I just love the display on this phone. In my next video, I'm gonna be comparing this phone to my iPhone 11 Pro Max. So you might want to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on notification so you won't miss out. Now, let's play some games on this phone. You can actually play a game on this phone without activating the game switch. The game switch is just there to give you more features, which I'm going to talk about later on in this video. But trust me, if you have this phone, you will want to show it off to your friends, like this. Yo, what? Check this out. Cool! So let's fire up some games. To activate the game mode, you have to press the switch to activate game mode. Once you press the switch, that comes up. Then you select the game you want to play. Right now I want to play Call of Duty. I don't think it recognizes Call of Duty to be a game, so I think I'm gonna hide it. So if you can't find your games in this place, all you gotta do is just press the plus button and select the game you want to hide. So now let's find Call of Duty. I don't really play games on my phone because I find it kind of addictive. To access the game mode features, all you gotta do is swipe to the left on the right side of the screen. Then it's gonna give you so many options. Here you're gonna find the CPU frequency, the GPU frequency, the amount of data your phone is using. You can turn up and turn down the brightness of the phone here. Then you can also block calls if you don't want to get disturbed anytime you're playing game or something. Then you can also turn on the fan or off anyone you want. You can also change the refresh rate of the phone. Right now it's on 144 Hz. When you turn on game mode, you can change it from 60 Hz to 144 Hz. Right now it's on 144 Hz, so that's perfect. You also have access to 4D shock. This is the kind of effects you're gonna find in shooting games and stuff like that. For that vibrating effect, you get similar to the one on the PS4 part. And also you're gonna get super snapshot. That's if you wanna take a screenshot of your game. The audio in this thing is actually very loud. Let's just see how fast it is to a normal 60 Hz screen. With the 144 Hz activated, movement is going to feel faster. Changing direction is going to feel faster than a normal 60 Hz screen. For those who don't know what refresh rate means, it's the amount of time your screen refreshes in a second. High refresh rate is good when it comes to gaming. It's going to give you an advantage because you're going to have a fast reaction time. Your phone is able to make more images in a second. Movement is the combination of frames. So the more frames you have, the smoother the image is. If it was a lower refresh rate, that's when you start to see image blur. And you don't want that when it comes to gaming. These people are actually terrible. Like, I'm just killing all of them. Oh, I died. I ran out of bullets. Oh, let's see who's winning. Let's get back in the game. And by the way, this phone is powered by the Snapdragon 865 and it has 8GB of RAM. That's a lot of RAM. Is there who wanna die? Try to reduce the volume of this thing. It's actually very loud, like crazy loud.
Predator missile inbound.
It's actually fun playing game on this phone. It's kind of feel faster than when I was playing it on my iPhone 11 Pro Max. It's been like 3 months since I played this game out and I still got #1. I would say everything feels smooth on this phone. So let's play PUBG. Now I said I was gonna show you how to use these shoulder buttons to map a function in the game. All you gotta do is swipe to the left, then press Pro trigger. Then it's gonna pull up something, left and right. So once you do that, it's gonna give you an option for touch sensitivity for the left and right shoulder button. So I'm gonna leave mine at normal, so I don't need to change anything. All you gotta do now is to drag it to any function you want. Shooting, running, or just anything you want. So let's see what options it's gonna give us now. Okay, so I'm gonna leave mine at punch. And I'm gonna leave the second one as. So when you press that, it's gonna activate the punch. So all you gotta do now, like I said, is swipe to the right, choose your touch sensitivity for the left and right button. Right now I set my left shoulder button to punch. So anytime I do this, it's gonna punch. So anytime I press the right one, she's gonna stay on the ground. Also, this phone has 5G. Well, you can't miss that because it's written all over the phone. In fact, the name of the phone is Red Magic 5G. Where I live, there is no 5G, but it's just safe to say that I'm future-proof. So let's talk about the pros and cons of this phone. Let's start with the cons. The first thing I'm still gonna complain about is the volume button and the power button being on the same side. I feel like they should have found a way to put the second exit fan somewhere else, like on the same side or something. Then put the volume button where it's supposed to be. Because I still make the mistake of pressing the volume button instead of the power button. And some people are not gonna be bothered about this, but to me, it's kind of still a downside. And as for the pros, well, the obvious pros of this phone is actually the speed. This phone is freaking fast. It does everything super fast. This phone is actually one of the fastest phones you can buy right now. Pairing 144Hz and Snapdragon 865 makes this phone a complete beast. Another thing I like about this phone is the size. I like the fact that it's big and it has some weight to it. Like these days, smartphone makers are just trying too hard to make phone very light. Anytime I'm using a phone like the iPhone SE, it drops in my hand every time because I always forget it's in my hand. So I like the fact that the phone is big and has some weight to it. And also the fact that the phone has a long display. The screen of this phone is a 6.7-inch display, so there's a lot of room for gaming. The size of this phone actually makes it fun to play games on it. This phone wasn't actually made for the purpose of camera, but it can actually take decent pictures. And it's actually very fast. Like, check this out. It's actually very fast. Let's take a picture of something else. The only thing I don't like about the camera is that after you've taken the picture, you're gonna find shot on Red Magic 5G powered by Nubia. I don't want everyone to know the kind of phone I used to snap the picture I post on Instagram. I don't really see the purpose of this. You can get this phone on their website for $579. Is it worth it? I would say yes, but that's my opinion. I would love to hear your opinion in the comment section below. As for the battery on the Red Magic 5G, I'm not really going to say much because the battery on this thing is huge. It's a 4500 mAh battery. So all I'm going to say is that I don't really worry too much about the battery because the battery is actually very strong and it lasts for a very, very long time. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Peace.